we're leaving Disney World. Let's see, can you see? We're leaving it. I'm so sad. Okay, so situation just happened. Our flight leaves at 12. No, yeah, from departure time. So Disney, they provide this magical express shuttle bus thing for hotel guests. So I mean, they're gonna get rid of it next year, but I guess they're still having it for this year. Anyway, so it's like complimentary shuttle service to and from the airport. So usually what happens is the day before you leave, they put a little envelope on your hotel door, and it has like all this information, like what time you're supposed to be at the pickup location to go on the bus, and what time the bus will leave. And you're supposed to be there 15 minutes before so they can put all your luggage in, and you know the driver can leave at a certain time.
Hi guys, welcome aboard Disney.
Sorry, the guy was just giving instructions on where he's gonna drop us off and all this stuff. Anyway, so usually they give you a time. I'm whispering because there's all people in the bus and it's very quiet. But anyways, they give you a time, and that's the time you're supposed to be at the bus station or bus pickup, right? But this time, we got our envelope. We were at Epcot last night, and oh my god, situation again. For some reason, the All-Star Movies bus, like that goes to and from the parks, like it wasn't, they weren't coming frequently enough after the park closed, and the park closed at 10, like after Harmonious, by the way. It's very, very, it's amazing. It's so good. Not Disenchantment. What? That's the show. Enchantment, the Magic Kingdom fireworks show was disappointing. Sorry, off topic. I'm tiny, right? So we got like a spot where nobody like was able to stand in front in like the Main Street area, because that's like where the crosswalk is for people to walk through the park during the show. Anyway, so I stood in front of there, and then on the other side of the tape, like the little section in front of us, a man with his kid stood right in front of me, put his kid on the shoulder, which is fine. Whatever, like the kid can see the show. But I wasn't able to see the projections on the castle. Excuse me. And so I was only able to see fireworks and hear the music. So, I mean, that was enjoyable for sure. I mean, they're fireworks, Disney. But I didn't get the story of it. So I'm gonna come back next year and be at the front. I don't, if you're short, I don't recommend going to Main Street. But if you're a taller person, I guess you could. But anyway, Harmonious was very good. Oh my gosh, amazing. The water show, fireworks, projections, everything. The music choices, it was so good. Anyways, park closes at 10. So we get to the All-Star Movies pick-up, drop-off location at Epcot, and the line is so long. Okay, next to us is All-Star Music Resort, and their line is like halfway shorter than us. So we're just, waiting for the bus, and there's no bus on our section, and like 3 buses come within 20 minutes on All-Star Music. And so then next thing you know, it's an almost like 45-minute wait, and we're still waiting for a bus. People in front of us are mad. They're just like, some of them said they've been waiting there for an hour, and finally, and we were like the only people out there, like, at the bus station drop-off location, there's like different hotels and where people line up, but you get to see all the people that are in line, and we were the only resort with a line. All of them were empty. It was just us, and our line was we got back to the hotel at 11:30ish, around there, between that time. Sorry, they're playing the show on the screens right now. Anyways, that was horrible. So then when we got to our hotel room, it was like near midnight, and that's when I opened the envelope, and it said that our time was not scheduled for the Magical Express, and what I needed to do was call a number at 8. It opened at 8 to get a pickup time. Okay, but on the envelope, on the paper, it says pickup time is 3 hours before departure time. Okay, so my departure time is at 12, so that means my pickup time would have been at 9. So 8 o'clock comes around. I called at 8:04. Okay, I was on hold for 40-ish minutes, and then when I finally got to the lady, she was like, "Oh, well, your pickup time we have minutes. Are you in your room?" I said, "Yes, I am." And then she put me on another hold. It was like 5 to 10 minutes. And by this time it's 8:45, and I just look at my brother. I'm like, I think we're gonna just have to book it and stay waiting outside this bus so that we can get on it, so we don't miss our plane. I mean, we could get an Uber, but that costs money. This is free. This is a free service. The shuttle bus thing. Anyways, so the lady's like, yeah, just go up to them and tell them you're supposed to be on the bus. And I said, okay. And so we're like booking it. We passed the pool. We passed the lobby. We finally get to the bus. And as we're approaching the bus, the bus driver closes the door. And I'm like, are you kidding? So I just stand outside the door. He looks at me for like a minute and then comes and opens the door. And he's all like, how can I help you? And I said, we're supposed to be on this bus. Meanwhile, the lady that I'm talking to is on the line. But anyways, we finally got on the bus and we're on the way to the airport. It is 9 o'clock. It's about a 30-minute drive. Now, the thing about Disney, I don't know if it's because of COVID times, they lost a lot of money because they were closed for about 6 months. And even after they opened, not many people were coming to Disney World. I know I did come in November last year, and it was like nobody was here. It was a very small, very low crowds. And there was no events going on, like no Halloween boot bashes, no 50th anniversary, nothing. But anyways, I think they're trying to catch up on the money they lost from last year, like from the parks being closed, because they just came out with a Genie Plus ride reservation system where you have to buy like a reservation to ride a ride, and it's per ride, and each price is different depending on, I guess, the popularity of the ride. For example, Rise of the Resistance is a $15 purchase just to ride it once. That's insane. And like the standby line can pass 2 hours. So I mean, if it's worth it for you, by all means, buy it. And then there's like other prices too, like 8, 9, 6, and it all depends on the popularity of it. So anyways, there's that. And some of the food was already setting and just like under the little lighting warmer, the warmer lights. And I don't know, it wasn't too bad. It was edible, it was good, it tasted okay. But you could definitely taste the difference in the quality of food with, going early as soon as they open versus going, getting food later at night. Let's see, what else? Boo Bash. I was not able to film Boo Bash. Reason being, I think I said already, my phone was like at 25%, and we still had like an hour and a half left of the event. I filmed some snips here and there, but not very much. I just didn't want to use up my battery power because my brother tends to walk away from me, and like I literally have to call him to, hey, where did you go? I don't want to like separate, because he will literally, like, if he looks at something he wants to see, he walks towards it. Anyways, so yeah, that was our Disney vacation, mini vacation on the way to the airport. We are gonna eat breakfast at the airport. We should be back at, where I live around 2-ish. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this, my vlogs. I will see you guys next week. I will be going to Freaky Dicky Festival. It's an EDM festival in Houston, Texas. So if you're into EDM,